Square root of a number. Hello friends, in this video we will learn what is square root and how do we find the square root using the repeated subtraction method. These 64 students have been selected for a parade in the school. In the parade, they have to walk in rows so that each row has as many students as the total number of rows. That is, if the total number of the rows is n, then the number of students in each row should be n. Here the total number of students is 64. If the students stand in such a rectangular form, then the total number of rows and the number of students in each row will not be the same. This can only be possible in a square structure. So in this case, how many rows should be there? We have learned how to find the square of numbers in the previous video. If there are n students in a row and there are n such rows, then the total number of students will be n times n equals n to the power of 2, that is, square of n, which we also call n square. Here, the square of n is given as 64. But we have to find the value of n here, that is, a number whose square is equal to 64. A number whose square will be equal to 64 will be called the square root of 64, which we represent as such. If 2 times 2 is equal to 4, then the square root of 4 will be 2. Finding the square root is the inverse operation of squaring. Now you have seen that the square root of 4 is 2. Is it the only possible square root of 4? The square of minus 2 is also 4. So minus 2 is also a square root of 4. We can say that a natural number n has two square roots, one positive and one negative. Positive and negative square roots are shown as follows. Now we will go back to our first question. Here we have to find the value of n whose square, that is the square of n, is equal to 64. That is, we need to find the square root of 64. We can find the square root by several methods, but in this video, we will use the method of repeated subtraction. Suppose we are given a perfect square number that is square of n. We know that the sum of the first n and consecutive odd numbers is equal to the square of n, which we can write in this way. And we can see that when we subtract them from this square number, we get 0. So we subtract odd numbers starting from 1 and see how many consecutive odd numbers have to be subtracted from it to reduce it to 0. The number of consecutive odd numbers required to reduce it to 0 is the square root of the given square number. 64 minus 1 is equal to 63. Then, 63 minus 3 is equal to 60. Similarly, 15 minus 15 at the end will give us the figure 0. We saw that by subtracting the first 8 consecutive odd numbers from 64, we get 0 at the end. This shows that the number 64 is a perfect square number, and because we get 0 by subtracting 8 consecutive odd numbers here, so the square root of the number 64 is 8. So, in the parade, the students will stand in 8 rows and each row will have 8 students. The square root of the number 64 can be both 8 and minus 8. But because here we are talking about the number of students, in this case, only the positive square root will be taken. Now if some more students come for the parade on the second day, the total number of students now becomes 144, which is a perfect square number. So how many rows of students will be formed in this situation so that the total number of rows and the total number of students in the rows is equal? To find the answer, use the repeated subtraction method. First, subtract the consecutive odd numbers from the number 144. Count all the odd numbers up to the number that gives 0 when you subtract the consecutive odd numbers. Here we are getting 0 by subtracting 12 consecutive numbers. So the number 12 is the square root of 144. So now, the students will have to stand in 12 rows and each row will have 12 students each. In this video, we learned how to find the square root of numbers using the repeated subtraction method. In the next video, we will see some examples related to it. Thank you. Square root of a number. Examples. Hello friends. In this video, we will see some examples of square root of a perfect square number and how to find square root by the repeated subtraction method. Using the repeated subtraction method, find whether 121 is a perfect square number or not. If it is, what will be its square root? You may pause the video here and solve the question yourself. We know that for any natural number n, the square of n is equal to the sum of its consecutive odd numbers up to 2n minus 1. So if the number 121 is a perfect square number, it will be equal to the sum of the first n consecutive odd numbers, and if we subtract these consecutive odd numbers from 121, we get 0. Like 121 minus 1 equals 120. 120 minus 3 equals 117. Similarly, we will continue to subtract the consecutive odd numbers, which will give us 21 minus 21 equals 0 at the end. This shows that the number 121 is a perfect square number. If we do not get 0 at the end of this method, then the number is not a perfect square number. Because a total of 11 consecutive odd numbers have been subtracted here, the number 11 is the square root of 121. Let us now see the next example. The area of a square farm is 289 square meters. Can you find the length of the wire which will be needed to cover one side of it? You may pause the video here and solve the question yourself. It is a square farm, so we know that all the sides of a square are equal. That is, all the sides of the field will be equal. Suppose the length of one of its sides is S. Then the length of all the sides will also be S. So its area will be S square. To find the length of the wire, we have to find the length of one side, that is S. The area of a square farm is 289 square meters. Which means the square of S is equal to 289. We have to find the value of S here. That is, S will be the square root of 289. To find the square root of 289, we will start subtracting odd consecutive numbers from 289. 289 minus 1 equals to 288. Then 288 minus 3 equals to 285. Similarly, in the end, 33 minus 33 gives 0. Here we are getting 0 by subtracting 17 consecutive numbers. Therefore, the square root of the number 289 will be 17. Therefore, the length of the side of the square field will be 17 meters. This means the length of the wire to be planted on one side of the field will be 17 meters. Now, for practice, try to find the square root of these numbers using the repeated subtraction method. In this video, we have seen some examples of finding the square root of numbers and the repeated subtraction method. In the next video, we will see an interesting puzzle related to it. Thank you. Square root of a number, a riddle. Friends, welcome to this new video. In this video, we will solve an interesting riddle related to the square root of numbers. Look at this door. It has a lock on it, on top of which 784 is written. We have been given 4 keys. This lock will open using one of these keys, but the condition is that the number inscribed on the key should be equal to the square root of 784. Can you tell which of the keys on the screen will open this lock? You may pause the video here and solve the question yourself. Here, we have to find the square root of 784. That is, we have to find a number p whose square is 784. Here we can see that the number 784 is an even number, which means that p will also be an even number because the square of even numbers is always an even number and the square of odd number is always odd. And because the number 29 is an odd number, the key with the number 29 will not open this lock. Now the remaining 3 keys have even numbers. Which of the following is the square root of 784? The number 784 is a perfect square number with 4 in its units place. We know that only those numbers that have 2 or 8 in the units place have 4 in the units place of their squares. This means that the square root of 784 will be any one of the numbers that have 2 or 8 in their units place. Thus, the key with the number 24 will also not open this lock. Now only 2 keys are left, 32 and 28. Now we have to select one of these 2 keys on which the inscribed number will be square root of 784. Will the square root of 784 be 32? Let us guess the square root of 784. We take a larger whole square number than 784. We know that the square of 30 is 900. That is, the square root of 900 is 30. Because 32 is greater than 30, then the square of 32 will be greater than the square of 30. That is, the square of 32 will not be equal to 784. It would rather be bigger than that. Therefore, the key with the number 32 will not open the lock. Now, we only have the key with 28 inscribed on it, which will open this lock because the square root of 784 is 28. So, the correct key will be the key with the number 28 inscribed on it. So, in this video, we solved an interesting riddle involving the square root of numbers. Thank you.